Okay, so this is where you go to do the face-off. So you just go to special, face-off. You pick any car. Now, honestly, these cars, there's only like 6. And as you can see, they don't really have stats. All it has is like a difficulty. So like, it's really simplistic. Easy means like so easy cars are the slowest, but they have the best handling. Medium cars, you know, are basically like they're a little faster, but their handling is a little more like harder to control. And then the hard ones are the fastest, but they're the hardest. They're the hardest to control, and it's really just that simple. So like this Super Mini, yeah, it might not be like the coolest looking car, but it's a good car to start off with, like while you're getting used to the handling of this game. And then you saw me, I was able to weave through a lot of the traffic with it. But I'm gonna use a sports coupe for this face off. Let's go with the gray. Yeah, we're racing off against the Roadster. So the face-offs, the point of the face-offs is it's basically just a race against one other opponent in a special car, and when you beat the opponent, you unlock their special car. Wow. That is crazy. This game is crazy. Like, yeah, compared to the later entries, this game is actually pretty tame, because the later Burnout games get like a lot more crazier, but still, this game is pretty crazy for a simple arcade racer. Oh man. Ah. Oh well, at least you crashed into me. Yeah, as you can see, we already raced on this track, but it's just reversed. Oh! Oh, wow, okay. Yeah, I saw that. I was like, there's no way I'm gonna be able to dodge that. Which, by the way, if you guys are curious, every car in this game is practically worth the same, which is $20,000. Because if you hit a wall, considering that the only damage that gets taken into account is vehicle damage in this game, if you hit a wall, you'll always get 20,000 as like your default. So, and like with every car it's the same. It doesn't matter what car you drive, they're all 20,000. So with that logic, every car in this game is worth $20,000, which is kind of crazy if you really think about it. I gotta say, that's another thing, like, that's another thing that heightens, I feel like heightens the tension in this game and makes it a little more challenging, is the fact that you don't really have like a small like mini map of the racetrack, which is something you see, you know, nowadays in a lot of racing games. You get like a little mini map of the track. That way, you know, like what the layout, like any turns that are like up ahead and whatnot. But this game, the only look of the track you get is like before the race, during the loading screen. and that's it. And yeah, the way you navigate in this game is, well, you have like these arrows that guide you to where you. Yeah, you have like those arrows that basically point you in the direction you need to go. You have those yellow signs that show up in the middle of the screen to give you an idea of like what the road layout is up ahead. And then yeah, like you also get like your blinker. Your blinker tells you, as you see right there, like your car's blinker turns on, telling you where you need to turn. So it really does heighten the tension, and it adds a bit to like the realism factor of this game, because you know, in a real life race, well, yeah, unless you have a GPS that actually puts like the layout of the map or the layout of the track like on your GPS or whatever, chances are a lot of races, like, yeah, if you do like a lot of impromptu races, you don't really have to go off of that. I mean, well, I don't know, nowadays it's a little different because now every car kind of has like GPS, yeah, some kind of GPS system as standard. And I'd like to think even in maybe even in professional racing they do it, but maybe not, because then that defeats the whole purpose of like practice laps and warm. I don't know. I don't really know. But yeah, like, you know, if back then if you wanted to do a race like this on the streets, yeah, you didn't really have like an actual layout of the map. You just had to kind of use obstacles and whatnot, like, to kind of guide you. Alright, let's use the boost here. Yes. What the hell? Oh my god, you guys see that bus driver? That was just... Damn. I really just sent my car flying there. Yeah, see, that sign just told me that there's a lot of curves up ahead. Oh man. Oh, what the hell? He's right behind me? Oh my god. I'm gonna lose this race, aren't I? Just because he decided to, like, ram me into a wall. Oh man! Damn it! I have to redo this race, don't I? Oh man, that was a really long race, guys. That's another thing, the races in this game are really long. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to retry it, so I'll just kind of cut to when I finish the race. Alright guys, so I finished the race. As you could see, I got first place this time. So, yep, there we go. I unlocked the Roadster, which now I'll be able to use. Ooh, and I got a fastest lap here too. Another best driver. Damn. Okay. So now that we got that, as you can see, I got the Roadster, which is a medium class car. So for this one, I'm gonna use the Saloon. And we're doing the Big Run Grand Prix. Yeah, so like I was saying, this game when I was a little kid, because I got this game when I think I was like 9 or 10 years, no, like 8 or 9, and man, it was really hard. Like this championship that I'm doing right now, this is the farthest I could ever. Already, and I only like not even 20 seconds into the race, and I already crashed. Anyways, like I am in first then. But like I was saying, yeah, when I was like, when I first, damn, this championship, when I used to, this was the farthest I could get when I played this game when I was little. Now, part of the reason was because I didn't have a memory card, so this was like the farthest I could get in like one sitting. But also, like this championship, like the tracks for this championship just get much harder. Wow. I spawned just to crash. That's crazy. Yeah, then we got like a little freeway right here. Ah! Ooh. Okay, yeah, now this shit just got really intense. That music though. Bro, why am I driving like ass all of a sudden? There's a lot of traffic. I don't even know if I'm gonna make the. Okay, I barely made the checkpoint. Yeah, this track is actually like kind of difficult. Just because like there's a lot of like the roads are really tight. You don't really get. Oh wow, $114,000 worth of damage. Yeah, the roads in this track are just really tight, so you really don't. It's just really hard to like dodge traffic, and then like there's a lot of corners too. Yeah, there's a lot of like blind corners where you could easily just get hit by incoming car. Let's use the boost here. That's something I like about the boost in this game. Like, sure, there's no like flashy like animation that you normally see with other games when you activate boost, or like any kind of like super crazy like effects. But what you do get when you start boosting is like you actually hear like a heartbeat, and I think the purpose of that is to just really add like tension to like when you're boosting, because you're just going so fast where it's like, oh man, like all you could just hear is like your heartbeat like pounding, because you know you're just like in the zone and everything is so tense and you're going so fast that one little mistake will just could just be the end for you. That's crazy. I really like this game. I know a lot of people for a lot of people this game is like their least favorite Burnout game. Now I don't think it's necessarily because it's like bad. It's just that the other games are just that good. Like they're just so good that this game, like in comparison, just, you know, it's a little lacking. And yeah, like, it is a product of its time, of course, but even then, I just think, I think even compared to some of the other racing games at the time, like, it could still be a little lacking. I mean, you really only get, like, I think a total of 10 different cars to drive in this game. Which really isn't all that much if you really think about it. And I think there's only like a total of, what, like 8 different tracks if you're not including the reverse variants. Alright, there we go. I won. Average speed 83 miles. But I don't know. I mean, I have heard people say that, like, you know what, like, you could probably just avoid this game altogether, just cause, like, you're not really missing out on much. And I guess to some extent it's true, but I don't know. I'm probably like one of the few defenders that feels like, you know what, if you're gonna play the Burnout series, you should play this one. Just because it's good to see where the franchise started and how it evolved over time. And I think this game is fun. Is it simple? Yes. Does it, especially compared to like a lot of other many of its other contemporaries at the time, and especially compared to modern games, yes. But I will say, at least compared to a lot of modern racing games, this game does have charm, which is something that I just think a lot of modern racing games lack. Because a lot of racing games today kind of feel the same. You know, they're all about like, oh, realism and like open world and whatnot. But like this game does have charm to it. I mean, just the crashes are nice to look at. I know there's a couple modern racing games that do have like crash cams like this. Like I know some of like the Need for Speed titles do have it, but a lot of other ones don't really have a crash cam. And I mean, I know some people don't like crash cams. I guess it really depends. At least Burnout does make really good and interesting, because there's some games that like the crash cams, like, I don't know, like the crashes don't really even look all that good, so it's like, why even bother? But whatever. I still think this game is fun. It's fun in its own right. I'm not doing so good. Oh my god. Yeah, this game really is realistic. Like, if you even so much as like love tap a car in this game, you're gonna crash. Well, most of the time, because sometimes, I don't know, like the game just really doesn't register it as a crash. Alright, so that was some good cornering there. Alright, there's the first place driver there. Oh! Okay. Okay, I got boost, but I don't want to use it here because, like, we're gonna get to an area where there's a lot of corners, and I just don't think using boost here will be all that good. Alright, we're coming up to the bridge, so now's a good time to use it. Hopefully I don't wipe out. Yes, I would. Oh my god. Damn. Oh my god. Oh my god. What lap are we on? Second lap, huh? Okay. Fucking moron. Oh my god, dude. I only crashed because the stupid opponent, what the hell? The stupid opponent crashed into traffic, and so I crashed into them. Wow. Alright, that was a good corner. Oh. Oh, I knew it! I knew it! Oh my god. Damn! Oh, at least I took out everyone else. Stupid driver! God. At least everyone else crashed too. Wait, why am I in second? Because they spawned the guy. Oh, okay, I got lucky there. That was straight up luck. I'm not gonna risk it. I was gonna go into the oncoming road, but I didn't want to risk crashing like that. Wow, nice. I get punished. What? I hope I only need to be in second to qualify, because I don't really want to do this race again. I will say that's probably like one of the downsides to this game is like the races are pretty long. So if you have to redo the race, yeah, because look at the timer. This race has been going on for 6.5 minutes. Like, that's a really long race. And if you have to redo it again, yeah, that's another, like, what, 7 minutes that you gotta spend doing a race. Okay, that was pretty close. I hear cars behind me. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, he was like right behind me. Telling you guys, this game is just something else sometimes. Wow, look at that! Already at the top of the worst drivers scoreboard with $591,662 worth of damage. Okay. Okay, yeah, this is actually like one of the hardest tracks here. Well, not hardest, but one of the harder. Gridlock USA. Okay, so I need to place first for this race. Like, no exceptions. Yep, definitely looks like the United States here. I mean, I wouldn't know. I've never, because clearly this track is supposed to be like based off like New York or something like that, like some East Coast, East Coast like metro. I've never been to the East Coast, so I don't know. Although kind of unrealistic, because if this is supposed to be like New York, there'd be way more traffic than what's in this game, or in this track at least. Oh, okay. Go wide. Let's go here. The good thing about this track is like there are a lot of straights and not a lot of like tight corners, so you can really use the boost effectively in this track. That is, of course, if you don't get taken out by like traffic in the many intersections that this track does have. But of course I got taken out by a wall. I guess that's on me. That's what I get. That's another thing about this game too. I'm not the biggest fan of like the near miss window, because for some reason in this game, for something to count as a near miss, you basically have to be like, I think like like a few centimeters away from the car. Oh, okay. Damn, that was close. Alright. I could use the boost here, it would have been perfect. Wait, what kind of intersection is that? What the hell? Oh, don't tell me I'm gonna hit the wall again. I better go in wide. Oh, there you go. That time I didn't crash. Wait, why'd I get boost for it? Oh, yeah, you know what? Because I didn't crash, and I forgot that's actually another way you get boost in this game. And I think like a way you get a lot of boost in this game is if you do a perfect lap, which is essentially you go a whole lap without crashing, which is actually kind of hard to do in this game. Yep, like that. You see, I don't know how I crashed there. Oh my god. Yeah, but the way those taxis were positioned, there was like really no way I was gonna dodge that. Now I'm in last. I don't know how much of the track is left. Oh, damn. Oh my god, dude. No way I won that. That was crazy. That intersection that basically like had like the whole intersection blocked. The way I was able to dodge it, that was crazy. That honestly was crazy. Okay. 425, wow. Compared to all the other ones. Okay, we got Face Off 2. And we got Euro Marathon, and I think Rush Hour is another track. So I'm gonna hold off on the Face Off 2 for now, and we'll just go ahead and do the Euro Marathon.